You, YouTube, take out hour back with another one for y'all, man. I'm your host, Talladega Eli. Once again, like I said, I'm solo today, but the gang will be here. They'll be here soon. I'm gonna hold it down for them today. But yeah, man, let's get into these week five predictions, man, because man, the NFL has been very, 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 how can I say, interesting. It's been a lot of parity in the NFL over the past over the first quarter of the season, basically. But let's go ahead and get into it, man. So tonight, Thursday night football, we got the San Francisco 49ers versus the LA Rams. I'm gonna just go ahead and give my prediction on this game. They have the Rams as an 8.5 favorite. Um, yeah, 8.5 favorite. Now, I do know that the 49ers are dealing with a lot of injuries right now. Pretty much the wide receivers are out. Brock Purdy's out. You know Nick Bosa tore his ACL like a couple weeks ago. This game is in LA. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take the Rams. I just think the Rams are playing better football. They both 3-1. This is a divisional matchup, so it can go either way. But yeah, for tonight, I'm gonna take the Rams. I just think that 49ers are dealing with a lot of injuries right now, and it's really gonna affect them. You know what I'm saying? It's really gonna affect them, and you gotta figure it out somehow. But I'm gonna go ahead and take the Rams. I think Puka Nakua, Devontae Adams, Kyron Williams, they do enough to hold off the 49ers. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, my only the only way they can win this game, only way the 49ers could win this game, honestly, is if Matt Stafford just turned the football over. But even then, I don't think that they can beat the Rams tonight. I just don't. I got the Rams. If I had to give a score, give me the Rams 28-17 over the 49ers tonight. I think they cover that spread at 8.5. If you want to make some money, I mean the San Fran money line is plus 340. So, I mean, by all means, if you want to bet that, go ahead. You might make you some money. But yeah, man, let's get into the next game. Sunday morning over in London, right? Over in London, we got the Minnesota Vikings going up against the Cleveland Browns. Now, the Browns are starting Dylan Gabriel this game. So it's going to be interesting to see how he does, against the Vikings. The Vikings defense is decent. Brian Flores is a hell of a D coordinator. Now, granted, the Vikings, I don't know what to say about them either because they're starting Carson Wentz. Um, man, this game. So they have Minnesota favored by 3.5 points. Yeah, 3.5 points. I'm not sure the injuries that. Yeah. Well, I do know that Cedric Tillman is out for Cleveland. I do know that, but man, I really want to know how this goes, man. This can go one or two ways because so with Dylan Gabriel starting, let's start with Cleveland. When Dylan Gabriel starting, I always say this that when a rookie quarterback is starting or just a QB starting that you don't know, they somewhat always have that advantage just because you don't really have film on them. You know what I'm saying? And I honestly think that the Browns could win this game. They really could. It really just depends on the game plan that Stefanski draws up. Quinshawn Judkins is a solid running back. Harold Fanning is solid. I mean, Jerry Judy is solid. They have solid players, but the O line is a little shaky. You know what I'm saying? The O line's a little shaky. Um, Only thing that's really keeping Cleveland in a lot of these games is the defense. Their defense is real. Um, but I think Minnesota's defense is decent too. Therefore, I think Minnesota get this W. Like I said, they're 3.5 point favorites. I'm gonna take the Vikings. I just think that Dylan Gabriel may turn the football over one or two times, and that might be the difference in the game. So yeah, give me Minnesota. I'll take Minnesota. You see, this is a London game at 9:30 Sunday morning. Give me Minnesota. I think it'll be a low scoring game. Give me Minnesota 21 to yeah, you know what? 21-17. 21-17 Minnesota wins. That's all I got on that game. But yeah, let's go to the next game, man, cuz we got a decent game also after that. You got the Giants and the Saints. Sunday 1 p.m. This game is in New Orleans. Man, the Saints are coming off of a hard-fought battle with the Buffalo Bills last week. They really could have won the game. They got the Giants favored by 2.5 right now. No, scratch that, 1.5. So this is really a pick 'em. Man, I really don't know, man, because I will say that the Giants do have a little spark with Jackson Dart, and their D line is real. I like Cam Scatterbo also. But man, the loss of Malik Neighbors is not being talked about enough, man. Malik Neighbors is that guy. Um, yeah, I don't know, man, because I don't know who to pick in this game. I know that Malik Neighbors' injury is really gonna hurt them though. But at the same time, the Saints really ain't shit neither. They not shit. So, you know what? I'm going with the upset. I'm going with the Saints. Matter of fact, the Saints are favored in this game. Damn, yeah, the Saints are favored in this game. It's a pick 'em though, only because they at home. Give me the Saints. I think the Saints get this dub. Let me get 23-20 Saints. I think Jackson Dart come back down to reality this game. I'm not saying that he's a bad quarterback. I just think the loss of Malik Neighbors is really key. And I would feel more confident in the Giants in this game if Malik Neighbors was playing. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, give me the Saints. I know it's not popular, but I'm going to take the Saints 23-20. All right, now let's go to the Broncos and the Eagles. This is going to be a decent game. But this game is in Philly. Man, Broncos, they have a decent defense, Nothing too crazy. They have a decent defense. But man, I have to say the Eagles defense is better. Man, this game could either be close or it could be a blowout. Right now, they got Philly favored by 3.5. So do what you need to do with that information for all my bettors out there. I don't know how to really judge Philly because the Eagles, yes, they're 4-0. They winning games. But man, it's a lot of like one-score games they winning, and they really ugly games, and they really like just skating by. Like last week, they played Tampa Bay, and I mean Jalen Hurts didn't complete a pass in the second half. That's tough. You're not gonna be able to get away with that every week. However, anybody that's been watching this the past couple weeks, I always say this about Jalen Hurts. The stats may not be great, they may not be pretty, but one thing you can count on with Jalen Hurts, he doesn't turn the football over. And that's got to count for something. So I'm going to take the Eagles. I want to say A.J. Brown gets involved this week, but I'm not guaranteeing it. I'm going to just say they just win the game. I don't really know how the game's going to go, but I'm going to just say they win the game. I will say Denver's defense is real. The Eagles' defense is real, too. And I think that Bo Nix will turn the football over and Jalen Hurts won't. And I think that's going to be the key to the game. Give me the Eagles 27-24, a real close game. I think they win with like a last-second field goal or something. But I'm going to take the Eagles in this game. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the Eagles. That's gonna be that for that. Now, let's get into the game I really don't want to talk about, and that is the Houston Texans are coming to Baltimore to face the Ravens. Now, you guys know that I'm a Ravens fan. Also, Dennis is a Ravens fan. And man, I think I can speak for me and him that we really checked out with the Ravens right now. Not only that, the Ravens have a lot of injuries right now, man. For one, Lamar Jackson's not playing. I mean that definitely hurts. Like 7 or 8 starters are out on the defense, and then we just found out today that Kyle Hamilton didn't practice. So yeah, that's not good. Man, if I had to say, man, the Ravens just stress me out so much. The O line plays bad, the defensive play is bad. John Harbaugh is still the coach. Lamar Jackson's not playing. The only way the Ravens can win this game is for somehow if Derrick Henry just has a vintage performance, play like he did against Buffalo or something. But other than that, man, I'm a Ravens fan and I just don't see the Ravens winning this game. I don't. You know, Houston's defense is really good. Now, I'm not, I think they've allowed the fewest points in the league or they top five or something like that. But they one of the teams that allowed some of the fewest points in the league. The defense hasn't been the problem with Houston. It's been the offensive line, and CJ Stroud. I think this is a get right game for the Houston Texans. I think they come into Baltimore and handle business. Like I said, the Ravens dealing with a lot of injuries, and even with the starters, it's just a lot of issues going on. And I just think that the Ravens are not prepared to play a lot of these games. They should win this game, but they're not gonna win this game. I think it could be close. I do think it could be close because both teams are 1-3. But I'm gonna take the Houston Texans to win this game. I think it's gonna be a close one. Man, if I had to give a score on this, I'll say. How about I'll say? Let me see. Give me Houston 24-20. Houston 24-20. All right, let's go to the Raiders and the Colts. I don't really have much to say about this game, but I am going to take the Colts to win this game. They back at home. Colts, they did take their first L last week to the Rams, but I think they'll bounce back. Now this is going to be a very interesting game. It's going to be a battle of the running backs, Jonathan Taylor and the rookie Ashton Jeanty. Now Ashton Jeanty hadn't been doing nothing all year, but last week he had the game of his life, man. So I think he's definitely just gonna do nothing but just get better throughout the year. He got back in his fucking stance that he had in Boise State. I think he give him superpowers. But man, I'm gonna take the Colts. I just think the Colts are a better team. They got them down right now as a 6.5 point favorite. I think that sound about right too. Give me the Colts 27-20. I think they handle business. Yeah, they just a better team. That's really all I got. Now, we gonna go down to the Cowboys and the Giants. I mean, no, the Cowboys and the Jets. I'm sorry about that. Cowboys and the Jets. This is also an interesting game because the Cowboys just came out of a shootout, a tie that they just had with the Green Bay Packers last week. Yeah, Dak Prescott played pretty good. He played pretty good. This game is in New York, by the way. They have the Cowboys favored by 2.5. With that being said, yeah, I'm gonna roll with the Cowboys. It's hard to trust the Jets. They should have beat Miami last week. I do like Aaron Glenn as a coach. I I like the Jets. Truth be told, I like a lot of their players, man, but it's the Jets. And they are what is it? Habitual shitty franchise. They haven't done nothing. And I just think that the Cowboys gonna win the game. I think Dak puts on the show. George Pickens puts on the show. Um, the only way they can obviously lose this game is if they turn the ball over which can definitely happen. But if I had to put my money on it, I trust the Cowboys more than I trust the Jets. And that's not saying much, but I trust the Jets, man. I trust the Jets. I mean, I trust the Cowboys. I'm sorry. Give me the Cowboys. Give me the Cowboys. I'll say 31 to 20. 31-24. 31-24. I think they win by a touchdown. So yeah, give me the Cowboys. All right, now this next game we got the Panthers and the Dolphins. Unpopular opinion, I'm gonna take the Panthers in this game. Um, Now, honestly, no, I'm not gonna take the Panthers. I'm gonna take the Dolphins. I do know that they lost Tyreek Hill, but they still got Devon Achan. They still got Jalen Waddle. Darren Waller had a really good game last week, and I just think the Panthers they not a good football team. They just not. I mean, the Dolphins aren't either. But if I had to say it, I would trust Tua more than I trust Bryce Young. So give me the Dolphins. Give me the Dolphins. Give me the Dolphins 28-10. I think they win by 18, if I'm being honest with you. I just don't trust the Panthers, you know? I can't trust them. I can't trust them. But yeah, let's go to the 4 o'clock window. Because we got a couple good games in the 4 o'clock window. But the 4 o'clock window, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers traveling to Seattle to face the Seahawks. This is gonna be a good game. However, injury news: Bucky Irvin won't be playing in this game. That's a huge shot to my fantasy team. Yeah, running back Bucky Irvin won't be playing in this game, and that really hurts. He's a real good running back. You know what I'm saying? Um, Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold. They both playing pretty good football, if you ask me. They both playing pretty good football. Um, you know, the two receivers, the two Ohio State receivers. You got the rookie, Emeka Abuka, and you got the third year receiver, Jackson Smith and Jigba. Both Ohio State guys. This is also a good matchup. The Tampa Bay defense and Seattle's defense. Both pretty solid teams. This game, I'm going to take the Seahawks to win. I think, for one, traveling to the West Coast is always tough. I'm gonna take the Seahawks to win this game. I trust the defense a little more, and I think things will be tough. It'll be tougher for Baker and company with no Bucky Irvin. That hurts a lot. So yeah, I'm gonna take the Seahawks. I'm gonna take the Seahawks in a good game. I think it has the potential to be a high scoring game, but I'm gonna take the Seahawks. Let's do this. Let's do 28-24 Seahawks. I think that Baker possibly throws an interception, trying to force the ball to Ibuka. I still think Ibuka gonna get his, but I just think that with Kenneth Walker and all these guys, I think that the Seahawks handle business. Yeah, 28-24 Seahawks. Now we got the Titans and the Cardinals. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and take the Cardinals, man. Titans, as Cam Ward said, we ass. They definitely ass. They'll be picking in the top three next year again. Give me the Cardinals. They favor by 7.5. I think they cover. Cardinals 26-14. Now we got the Detroit Lions coming to Cincinnati to play the Bengals. The Bengals have been abysmal ever since Joe Burrow got hurt. The defense isn't good. The O line isn't good. Man, look, Detroit is favored by 10.5 in this game. I think that they handle business. I think they win this game handily, man. I think they win this game at least by 2 touchdowns. David Montgomery is from Cincinnati, so he's definitely gonna want to ball out in his hometown. Yeah, give me Detroit. I just think Detroit is just one of them good teams. They got too much for the Bengals right now. Give me Detroit. I'll say 37 to 20. 37 to 20. Yeah, you know. I think Jake Browning throws more picks trying to force the ball to Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, and that's what's going to happen. Give me the Lions. Now, we got another good game, 425 on Fox. You got the Washington Commanders, and you got the LA Chargers. Now, the Chargers just lost to the Giants last week. They also dealing with a couple injuries, man, because they're both of their tackles are out. The O line is hurt right now. Also, on the other side, you got Commanders. Now, Jaden Daniels will be playing in this game. However, Terry McLaurin is not playing. And who else? Somebody else not playing for them. Noah Brown. Noah Brown is out. So this is gonna be the Jaden Daniels and Debo Samuel show. However, I think that they win the game. I think the Commanders win this game, man. I think that the Chargers are gonna have to run the ball. The O line is beat up. The tackles are bad, but I don't know, man. Call me crazy, but I like Jaden Daniels more than Justin Herbert, man. I've actually seen Jaden Daniels get it done in the bigger moments, and I mean Justin Herbert. I think he's good, but I think he's one of the most coddled quarterbacks in the NFL. Nothing is ever his fault when they lose, according to the media. So give me the Commanders in a close one. I got the Commanders winning 27-24. I think JD coming in. I think he gonna be ready. He got his rest, and I just like his poise. I think he gonna be ready to play, man. So give me the Commanders. Now we got the Buffalo Bills facing the New England Patriots, and man, this is gonna be a good game. Um, what can I say about this game, man? I think that this game will be close. It's a divisional game. Division games are always close. The Bills are favored by 7.5. Now, if I were y'all, I'm taking New England to cover that spread. I think this is gonna be a good game, also, man. For one, Buffalo's defense don't scare me. Um, Drake May is a better quarterback than what people realize. This game is in Buffalo though, Sunday night. You know what I'm saying? I know Diggs is gonna want to get his revenge on Buffalo, but man, I'm not gonna lie. Buffalo is looking like one of the teams to be right now. Uh, if I had to give a score, I'm gonna take Buffalo to win the game, of course. But I think New England covers. I think they keep it close. I got Buffalo winning. If I had to give a score, give me 33 to 28. I think Buffalo wins by 5. I think they win by 5. I think Josh Allen does just enough to win. James Cook has been amazing this year, man. He's been balling out. He's doing what he's supposed to do. He got 5 touchdowns already, 400 yards rushing. Yeah, give me the Bills in a close one, 33-28. I got them winning. Referees ain't gonna let Buffalo lose at home. Now we got the Monday night game, the last game of the week. We got the Chiefs traveling to Jacksonville to face the Jaguars. Shockingly, Jacksonville was 3-1. Nobody's talking about them because I mean they lost to the Bengals, but we're not gonna talk about that. But I will say that Jacksonville, their run game, Travis Etienne is running so hard, man. Like he's doing his thing, man. Shout out to him. Um, but man, I'm not gonna lie. The Chiefs, they got Worthy back. They getting some guys back healthy. And last week they just looked alive, man. And I think that momentum is gonna carry them throughout the season, especially when guys get healthy. Um, I trust Mahomes more than I trust Trevor Lawrence. With that being said, I think it would be a close game, but I'm gonna take the Kansas City Chiefs to beat the Jaguars. Unfortunately, but I'm gonna take the Chiefs. I think they'll beat them. I think this has potential to be a high scoring game, if I'm being honest. But I'm gonna just go ahead and say like 31 to 27. I got the Chiefs winning 31 to 27. I think it'll be back and forth, but the Chiefs just they know how to close the game out. I got them winning, and Xavier Worthy, he might have a big game. You know, he's the weapon that they missed, and they still don't have Rasheed Rice back. But that's neither here nor there. Like I said, I got the Chiefs winning this game. And they get back into the swing of things. But yeah, man, that's really all I got, man. Y'all, like, comment, subscribe. Uh, hopefully you guys tap in with us. Please subscribe, please watch, please share, like, comment again. Um, and comment on this and let us know where we wrong in a lot of our predictions too. I know I like to see that. I'll be reading these comments for sure. And that's that, man. Y'all, take care. Anybody that's betting, I hope you win your parlay. Cause I need to win too. So yeah, anybody fantasy football, I hope you win too. But that's all I got for you guys. Peace, love, hair grease, and remember,